So I left Hodgdon Meadow about 10 minutes ago, and this is the kind of stuff you encounter. This would be a 45-minute ride from Hodgdon Meadow on the 120 east into the village center or the valley, the whole hub of Yosemite. It's in between El Capitan and Half Dome, but expect a lot of traffic coming up. It's going to be gridlock, bumper to bumper, so much so that they even shut some of the roads down inside the hub. But I'll show you that later. Here we go. Scout out. Something rather unexpected. Not sure if they're doing more construction work up ahead, but I mean, I'm only not even 8 miles from the gate behind us on 120 in Hodgdon Meadows, and all of a sudden we're stuck here. I don't know what's going on, but I hope this is not going to be a big thing for the rest of the day. I'll keep you posted. Well, it's just road construction, but if you plan on arriving anytime after, say, 9 in the morning, expect stuff like this. And it will be bumper to bumper, gridlock traffic in the valley proper. So it could take a 45-minute ride and turn it into an hour and a half or more. Wish me luck. Okay, so I'm turning off of the 120 and getting some gas at Crane Flat. This is if you're going up to Tulum Grove, or Tioga Falls is up there. I hear good things about that, but I just need to get some gas because I'm very, very, very low. Shoot. This place is a handy little market. It's not too bad. So it's one of 3 markets in Yosemite. This one's obviously on the outskirts, but it's the only gas station in Yosemite itself. So there you have it, the market. Credit card pumps, so I assume they work all night, so here we go. Yep, 24 hours. Junction's here, 140 to Merced, wherever the heck that is. So this is the 120 going east from San Francisco and Hodgdon's, whatever place I was staying at last night. And there's only one more junction on the east side here, which goes out to the south towards Wawana, which I may be staying at tonight. So well, we're getting close to the valley here, but I think it's hard to say, but soon it's worth noting that the road's going to split and it'll be one ways in a big loop or a series of loops, and some of those loops are closed off after noon, all the auxiliaries. Parking is going to be a nightmare. So here we go. We're only like a mile away from where we were, and now the road split into a loop over this river. The river will stay in between most of the loop for a while. We're going to come into some flat prairie. It'll be very pretty, and we'll see El Capitan off to the left, which is north, and then some other stuff off to the south. And what you'll want to do is go straight ahead to the end to Curry Village for walk-in campground reservations. But I believe that's also where, if you have a reservation for one of the 3 pines, north, south, and lower. Okay, yeah, we'll stay on here. I'm running out of battery, but got some waterfalls there. It's not quite as busy yet today as it was yesterday. Yesterday it was already a circus here. There were just hundreds of cars and people everywhere. Also, the deer here are very casual. They'll just saunter across the road. There's El Capitan. Look at that beast. And this is going to be like this, I think 5 or 10 miles, maybe 5 miles. And then you'll have options to go to the lodge, to the village, where the wilderness center is, and then to Curry/Half Dome. Oh yeah, and there's the turnoff for Wawana, which I may go check out. No, it's up here. It's up here. down for a minute. Wait, I'll let you see the grass if we get to it. No, too late. To go back out of the park, there's a few of these loops inside the main loop. Don't let it confuse you. But we're just passing El Capitan. Probably a couple more miles till we get into the proper hub here. Okay, welcome to the zoo. I think we were just looking at Half Dome. Lower Yosemite Falls or something like that. Half Dome should be, I think it's over there. Almost to the hub. Okay, there's Half Dome, the face of it, peeking out around the corner, right up there in the distance. Curry Village, that's where you want to go, campground reservations. Here we go. Visitor Center, Awahani Village or something. And Yosemite Village is over here. They've got a pretty decent market, souvenir shop, the Wilderness Center for the backpackers and whatnot, but we want to go straight to Curry to try to get a Pines reservation. And we'll see if they don't have the roads blocked off yet at the end here. Noting that many of these roads have a buses only lane, and there's your last chance to get back to the visitor center. This camping reservations Curry Village sign, it splits off, but they both go to the same place more or less. But if you go to the immediate right, that's where you go to Curry Half Dome Village proper, which has the bar, the pizza shop, the cafeteria, all the rest of it. There's for your last minute action heroes, there's a sports outfitter clothing type place so you can get all the Patagonia stuff you want. And we're looking at Half Dome here. And yeah, so yesterday they had this road that we're about to cross closed off after a certain while. In fact, the last 2 days it's been that case. I imagine because of overflow traffic and no parking. But otherwise, you go back to Yosemite Village and you'll see the same thing. All the parking lots will get cut off after a while. So they'll have this all barricaded so nobody can come in. Once it gets too crowded, and it will. I'm actually really surprised it isn't yet. It's afternoon now. So there's Half Dome. Yeah, but I showed you all this yesterday, so here we go. Look for this sign. Campground reservations in Curry Village. You'll be coming from that way, and then you'll make a right instead of going with all the other hoopleheads to the visitor center. You go to the visitor center, there's shops there, pretty well supplied shop. And if you want permits to hike Half Dome or wilderness permits for you multi-day backpackers, you go to the wilderness center. But otherwise, you go to Curry Village. So there you have it. Follow the signs. Campground reservations. You're first left in the parking lot here. This place is incredibly crowded at noon. Most of the road in the center of the village is basically a parking lot. You're just stopped. And there's 3,000 cars for every spot. So get here early. I cannot stress that enough. This place is a zoo. It's a friggin' zoo. So if you want to enjoy it, come here early. And then all the way down at the end there, campground reservations, little shack on the left. Okay, YouTube, there's your Half Dome Village. These look like your upper and lower Pines camping spots. 1, 2, or 3 there. Look, they got a bar, dining pavilion, pool, meadow grill. We're standing somewhere right around here, maybe, I think. So, Half Dome Village, now called Curry Village. They changed it up on you just to keep things spicy, I guess. So, yeah, this Yosemite, it's a friggin' zoo. I'm gonna go look around and then come back at 3 o'clock and see if there's a spot for me. Out. Okay, what's up, y'all? I'm here in the Half Dome village, and this is the market. It's not the big market in Yosemite, but it's got some stuff in here. It's not too bad. They sell firewood and cheesy stuff over there, but yeah. This is their small market, so they have at least 2 that I know of. Okay, I'm looking for the lounge. Now, on YouTube, just a quick update for you here. For those of you who don't want to stay on the outskirts of the village, but you want to stay in the village proper in one of the 3 pines, get here at the campground office. The earlier the better. The first guy in line this morning, I think he was here about 4:30. The second group was here at 5. I got here at 6:45 and I'm number 4 in line, so I got pretty lucky there. One side note to consider is as you get closer to the weekend, I'm told they receive fewer cancellations and no-shows. Sunday or Monday, I was told there was 12 people got in, 12 cancellations. The next day there was 8. Yesterday there were 6. So today I'm hoping for at least 4 cancellations. So get here super early if you want to increase your chances of getting a spot. Hope this helps. See you soon. Scout out. I'm waiting here most of the afternoon. I got here at 6:45 on a Wednesday morning. I lucked out. I was 5th in line. One guy got one that was already available, so I got bumped up to 4th in line. At 3 o'clock, they compile all the empty places. They had 4 spots left open. I'm sharing it with the family who was behind me. And so again, can't stress it enough. Come to Curry Village. If you want to switch to coming to camp inside Yosemite proper in one of the 3 pines, get here early. I'm going to try to come back at 4 or 5 in the morning. So, all right, see ya. Bye. Okay, welcome back. Scout here. After pretty much loitering all day. Not necessary. I just didn't want to waste 3 hours to go saunter around to have to come back at 3, which is when they call for the list for people on the waiting list, standby at the Curry campground reservations if you want to get into the 3 pines, which is where I'm at. Upper Pines, 184, pretty typical. It's right under, well, you can't see Half Dome, it's obscured by the trees, but I think that's Half Dome, or it's over here. Anyways, it's look, it's crowded here, but it's level and the ground is covered with pine cones, unlike Hodgdon Meadows, which is a dirt hill. So yeah, I was number 4 in line. I got there at 6:45 this morning. There were well more than a dozen people after me. I'm going to share my site with a family who was after me because, I mean, I don't want to say hero, but what are you going to do? Sun shines on a dog's ass. I got a spot. I was number 4. They had 4 spots open. So if you want to book a satellite campground at Hodgdon or Wawana or Bridal Creek Falls, whatever they call them, and come here early, butt crack at dawn, well before then, and you've got a chance. Now, something to note, it gets more competitive as you get towards the weekend. They had allegedly 12 sites open on Sunday, 8 open on Monday. I was there yesterday at Tuesday. They had 6 available. Today they only had 4. So bear that in mind, be cognizant of that. Get here early. This place is awesome. I'm gonna get unloaded because I'm headed to the top of Glacier Peak or some such majestic place and try to do some sunset photography over whatchamacallit there. So all right, you've been warmed, you've been informed. I'll see you soon. Scout out. Okay, boys and girls, just leaving the Upper Pines campground. We're going up that bad boy. North Glacier, Alpine, Star, Mountain, Broken, Back Peak, or some daggone thing. We're headed westbound, like we're going to go out of the park or back towards the main hub, and then we'll bang a left at some point. Here we go. Helping you get familiar. This river goes right through the middle. People swim and canoe and all kinds of stuff in there. You might not be able to see it over the wall, sorry. And I just banged a right, headed back towards the visitor center, wilderness center. Lodge will be down the way. We're doing a big loop, and the upper pines are just kind of off on the tail end. But like I said, sometimes they shut that road down to the east where all the campgrounds are once it gets full. So we're gonna swoop up here and then go back to the west and eventually bang a left on the south. I believe it's Highway 41 towards Mariposa. Stay tuned. Oh wait, there's gonna be probably an epic view here once we get out of these bushes. Last night a bear ran in right in front of me, right around here. Yeah, no view. Well, yeah, there's a view. One of the waterfalls up there, it's thousands of feet high. Headed towards El Capitan. Remember, buses are usually in the right lane only. Until they merge, then we're all screwed. All right, scout out. So once again, I'm headed up to Bloppity Blop Peak Top Mountain back there behind us to the east-south. And we're on the north side of the loop here. Just to give you a taste, this is 4:30. Just to give you a taste of the traffic. At noon to 2 yesterday, you'd have been much better walking anywhere. That's a pretty little meadow in between though. That's like the center of the valley right there. And you can see there's cliffs and bluffs on the north side of us. And again on the south side when you're not looking at my arm. Sorry, I gotta do some clutch work here. In the valley, there's a river in the middle. And the two roads just kind of loop around the middle, or the river. And there's a lodge up here, half a mile to a mile maybe. They got a Starbucks, a cafeteria. There's cafeterias back there in Curry/Half Dome Village, as well as actually I don't know if there's a cafeteria restaurant in the main park there, but look at that. It's nice here. It's pretty when you're not looking at somebody's bumper. They have shuttle buses all around, so find a place to park, get here early. I seriously stress getting here before 9 a.m. And there's places to park all up and down the road with shuttle stops. So do that. And then don't waste time in traffic like I'm doing. But I got to get to the top of that peak before sunset at 7 or it's 8:30, but I want to get there by 7:38 because half these cliffs will be covered in shadow by then. It's 4:30 now. I mean, we'll see how I do. But anyways, scout out. Existing on. The lodge is in the middle here, and it's all spread out in these kiosk satellite type buildings, like you see poking through the trees there. And there's a parking lot behind us. For whatever reason, they shut this road off, and no stopping or entering behind us. They want you to swoop around, go into the lodge parking lot. This is as though you're leaving the park. Also, I did a quick thing on Camp 4. So you swoop in there where this girl's going, and you double back. And then there's parking lots, and it sort of cuts across to the south side of the loop. South Shore Drive or whatever it's called. In fact, that's a cut across too, I think. There's I think 2 or 3 cutovers to get from the north side of the river to the south or the north of the valley, whatever. And Camp 4 is weird. I got a segment on that. Okay, welcome back. Just an update here. I found something in the middle of the valley called Camp 4. This is listed on a map as a walk-in campground. It's not a walk-in campground. It's a lottery system campground. So if you want it, it's like pretty well located. It's right in the middle of all the hullabaloo. You can't see it on the GoPro, but there's a view of the Yosemite Falls up there. And we're just between the falls and El Capitan behind me here. So if you're interested in that, there's a lottery system. You have to get online. Ironically, there's virtually no cell service here, so good luck. And so eventually we'll finally get to where we're at 2 lanes, 1 direction. I believe we're in the shadow of El Capitan right now. I hope you can hear me. It's really windy. All right. right, here we go. Scout out. That goes back into the village. We got to exit a little bit to get up to that glacier goddamn peak. This wind is insane. By the way, there's El Cap. El Capitano. That's stupid. El Capitan. There's something else. There's an RV. It's in my way. Let's go.